Okay, next is defeating fear of failure. Now, going back to rejection and abandonment, this fear of failure is a fruit of that, right? So people get rejected, they get abandoned, it becomes a deep soul wound, right? They don't ever want to experience that pain again. So what then happens is they begin to try and be perfect. It's called perfectionism. And everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be right at all times. And what that does, it causes that person to strive, to try and earn, to try and obtain, which means actually denying God's grace and rejecting the gift of the cross. And what they do, they're so afraid, they're terrified to fail. And their life becomes so small because they shrink back and they don't step out in faith to do things just in case they don't get it right, just in case they fail. If they fail, then they'll be rejected. If they fail, then they'll be abandoned. Can you see how it's a chain reaction? Psalms 1:3 says, "He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that brings forth its fruit in its season, whose leaf also shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper." So when we apply God's wisdom, we receive God's favor and bear fruit. And like a tree soaks up water and bears good fruit, we also are to soak in God's word, producing attitudes and actions that please God.